God, guys. I thought you had my back. Guess I was wrong. What a friend you are, dick. Hey everyone, it's part 7 of Resistance Fall of Man. And I'm about to get scared. Where is it? Where is he? Ah! Boy, I remember being a lot more scared in 2006. Oh, he's already dead. 2006. Run away from me. Hey, asshole, get your ass back here. Doesn't even give a shit about me. He's just like, I'm dealing with this. He's got a shotgun, dude. I see you took down my homie in 3 shots. I'm just leaving. I don't blame him. I ain't trying to die. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't trying to die. Alright, what's next? Wait, there's 2 ways to go. This way looks like it's gonna end. Nope, looks like it's gonna keep going. Maybe there's both ways you can go. It goes both ways. Haha, he said it goes both ways. Whoa, cutscene.
I'd been trying to radio Hell since the cave-in. I knew how the Chimera had found Northern...
Oh no! Why did I skip the cutscene? Oh, sweet Murphy Jones. I'm sorry. I apologize, everyone. Well, I'll tell you what happened. The damn remote hit the controller. I apologize. I apologize. I understand what I did, and I am sorry. But the show must go on. So now what's next? Okay, shooting me. That's what's next. How did I not hear you? How did you not get detected? Oh, I burped again, dude. This is disgusting. This is just unbelievably disgusting. I apologize. I have no manners at all. And I embrace that. Nah, you gotta have some manners. Gotta have some manners. Excuse me, ma'am. Wait while I hold the door for you. Or, oh, I'm noticing that you're crossing the street. Here, let me escort you. And she's like, ooh, very lovely. And you're like, yes. Now, if you don't mind, I'd love to get your number. And she's like, listen, it's nice gesture, but I'm not really interested. But then I still, like, you know, I follow her home and then the restraining order. These aren't things that actually happen to me. By the way, I'm just being ridiculous and absurd. Do I come off as the kind of person that would stalk girls? That's awful. You should never do that. You know, I'm the kind of person which you'll notice that a lot of my self-conversations start off that way, with me telling you more about myself, and I always say I'm the kind of person. So here's another thing about me. I'm the kind of person who, like, I believe, like, when I read about like a certain case, right, like a rapist or a killer or a murderer or something, or I read about past murderers, psychologically I'm very interested in, I'm interested in learning about the psychological process with spree killers and just, you know, serial killers in general, murderers. Like, I like reading about that stuff. But like, when I always like look into that stuff, I always get so angry at, like, just the fact that that person did that, right? That they had so much hate, vitriol, there was that vindictive and evil. Like, I get so pissed off at it. And then I get so angry at, like, just our fucking court system and shit, and like how, oh, okay, they're in jail, but they have to appeal and shit, and then they're like, oh, they try and be guilty, and then, oh, they get on death row, but death row takes fucking 20-something years or something crazy like that. It's ridiculous. Like, I get so heated up about it. Like, when I learn about what those people did, I want them to, I want them to really fucking suffer. Like, Like, my God, if I was in charge of that shit, I would fucking torture them or something, dude. Like, here's the thing about the death penalty. I completely support it because, you know, let's face it. The way how I support it is, you know, an eye for an eye. If we'll kill a dog because a dog kills a human, I want a human to be put down because they kill another human. You know, they make that mistake, they make that choice. I feel that there's no tolerance for it. Fucking get them off the planet. They're not good. And the death penalty, at least, while I support it, it's kind of an easy way out for them. Because then it's like, okay, they're dead. And they're kind of alright with that. They're honestly alright. They understand that their life's over and there's really no greater meaning to it. So they're kind of alright with just being killed off. So sometimes that's just easier for them, and sometimes I don't even like that. And it's like, you can't condone you can't condone torture, but it's like, that's what those fucking people deserve, you know? They deserve being fucking tortured for the rest of their lives to just do something like that. Because no matter which way you spin it, torture is something you're not going to be able to enjoy. If they're in prison, it's like, okay, they live, and, you know, their life sucks because, you know, mentally they just go to shit. And, you know, their life's over and they got to deal with living and sitting around all day. But it's like they're still alive and they have no greater suffering. Which, I guess could be argued that it is a true suffering, but... And then death, like I said, is kind of an easy way out, but... Being tortured is like... That's it. Like, that's like the ultimate punishment. And just... People like that, man, I just wish sometimes I wish that's what they got. Like... Oh my God, please tell me... Like, what's that one guy's name? Ramirez or something, or I just studied him a little bit too. Ramirez something, or his last name's Ramirez. But this guy was a serial killer. He would drive around the streets of LA and in most of the California area, and he'd break into people's homes and he'd rape the women. He would kill the men immediately with gunshots to the head. Sometimes he would stab and just awful shit. He'd steal their stuff. He'd tell people to swear on Satan that he was nicknamed the Night Stalker. And I read about this guy and I'm just like, oh my God, I wish you were fucking tortured, because what ended up happening to the guy is he was on death row, but he just recently died last year on his deathbed due to cancer or something. He went naturally, basically, because of some troubling disease he had. And that pissed me off. That's how he went? Seriously? Ugh. I wish that dude would have been fucking just gone through the same amount of torture that he put all those people through. It's awful, man. It really fires me up. But everyone has different views and opinions about the death penalty and stuff. And killers and murderers in general. Which I'm sure will probably... hopefully spark some sort of thought-provoking conversation in the comments. Why not? Let's do that. I'm always down to talk to you guys. Which, again, shocked me that someone on my Vita activity called me out for not replying to comments. Dude, I reply to comments all the time. What the deuce are you talking about? Sorry if I didn't get back to you. And in all honesty, there are times where I'll get a YouTube comment from somebody and they're asking me something that they can just Google. And it's I appreciate the question, but I don't have all the time on my hands. I got 400 videos. I have a Twitter account. I have a PSN account. I get messages and comments across all these different services and devices and stuff. So, when I get questions that can be answered on Google, sometimes I'll just ignore them. I'll be 100% truthful about that. And it's you guys know, it's you can't blame these bigger YouTubers that have 100,000 subscribers and of course upwards to 1 million. You just can't get to every one of them. You can't reply to everybody. So that's why I always try and make it to respond to people that have something nice to say. If you're supportive, I'll try and respond to you. If you got something very thought-provoking, I'll try and respond to you. Okay, here it is. Here's the part. These eggs are pretty much going to hatch, and shit's going to go down. So there's pretty much nothing I can do about it. Yep. there they go. Yeah, that's fucking scary. Fuck that. Screw you guys. I ain't trying to have it. Not doing too bad on health right now. Ah. I don't waste the fucking Rossmore on that. Damn it, still no ammo. Scratching my head. I need to make better use of arc charger. Is there anything up here? No, it's gonna make me stop walking over there. There we go. Got some ammo now. Oh yeah, I think they are in here now, aren't they? The lackey dudes, laborer guys. Somebody's in here, right? Oh, cutscene's in here. Okay.
I knew Hale would eventually find the map room. Everything we had learnt about the Chimera in the past 2 decades was in there. We had maps of the Chimera invasion spreading through Russia, autopsy records of Chimeran creatures, charts of the death tolls across Europe. These were numbers we didn't even disclose to our own soldiers. There were files that showed the progression of the Chimeran virus in humans. In over 6,000 cases, there were no records of any form of human resistance. There were also detailed schematics of our specimen tank and what was in it. We call them Angels. They're the most powerful of all the Chimera. We believe the Angels control other forms of Chimera via some form of telepathy. For all I knew, this one was already controlling Hale.
So the Angel is what Hale's been seeing. Angel, so very clearly. And we're probably gonna get a little look at that guy. Huh? Let me tell you, not an angel. They're not angels. Kind of makes you wonder why they called them angels. Not Insomniac, like, well, I guess Insomniac because they're responsible, but you know, people within the Resistance universe, why they would call them angels. But that is, for the most part, how a lot of Chimera do communicate. It is telepathy, as far as I know, as far as I remember. A lot of them communicate that way. A lot of the, like, there'll be like master Chimera that communicate to like smaller foot soldiers and stuff. So we gotta be wary of that. Yeah, here they are. That's what I thought. Yeah. I remember seeing, because I remember these guys being in here, so yeah, they're in here. The labor guys. Ooh, here they are dissecting. Here they are dissecting a leaper. Yeah, this is kind of, so this is like a little bit of the area where humans were studying the Chimera, trying to learn them, understand them, figure out what the deuce is going on. Which kind of answers a little bit to what I was talking about earlier, where it's like I wish I could have saw more of the human reaction to the Chimera. But like, I guess more of the shocking nature. Something that always bothers me about any sort of like media, lore, you know, television show, game, like anything, is when you've got like something that is very reaction worthy and for some reason the reaction is not conveyed. Like what always bugged me about the Pokemon anime, or cartoon series really, it's not really an anime, but the Pokemon cartoon series, is that whenever Ash encountered a legendary Pokemon, he didn't do anything. Like, legendary Pokemon are supposed to be fucking legendary. Like, they're like in folks' tales and shit. Like, you talk to elders and they talk about these Pokemon, and like, nobody's ever seen them before, and the fucking Pokedex description for these Pokemon are just out of this world, like, incredible. Like, oh, if you see its feathers, you're blessed with good wishes for a year. Like, they're fucking legendary. And for some reason, in the cartoon, Ash looks at him and he's just like, oh, let me check the Pokedex. And he's like, oh, it's a Zapdos. Like, no, it's not a Zapdos. It's it's not a Zapdos, it's fucking the Zapdos. Are you fucking crazy? Like, why the fuck are you not taking pictures or something? Why are you not later in the show, like, oh, Misty, or not Misty, because Misty was there. But, like, why are you not, like, saying, like, oh my god, dude, like, I fucking saw Zapdos, it was the fucking craziest thing ever, like, and then people would be like, oh, nah, fuck you, dude, you didn't see a Zapdos, they're not even real, no one's seen a Zapdos, like, I wish there was a bigger level of respect in that manner. For any lore or anything, right? If there's something that's very reaction-worthy, I want some genuine goddamn reactions. I want it to be, like, I want it to be real, so it always bugs me when I don't see real reactions when they're certainly deserved. But I will make note that there's a certain sect of legendary Pokemon that are considered, like, not the only ones. Like, they're legendary, but there are technically still other Pokemon you can, like, there are other Zapdoses, for example, that you could grab. Now, I don't know if the birds are one of a kind. The only Pokemon offhand, the only legendary Pokemon offhand that I know of that is implied to be, like, there's more than one are the Regis, Registeel, Regirock, and Regice. It's implied that there are more than one of each of them. So, I guess that, I mean, kind of, but they're still legendary. Like, they still should be considered, like, oh my god, it's a fucking Regirock, like, holy shit. Because, the reason why they're implied that there's more than one of each of them is because, I think his name's Rock. The one, battle leader guy, can't even remember his title. But, he has one. Like, he personally has the Regis in his team. A Registeel, a Regirock, a Regice. Like, he has them on his Pokemon team. Which you're not, like, in the show, they never are supposed to have legendary Pokemon. Ash never attempts to catch them, you know. But they're implied. Like, I think Manaphy is, Manaphy, however you choose to pronounce them. They're also considered, like, there's more than one of them. Ah, the OG Grims. That kind of still, like, they certainly take more hits. The thing about Grims in Resistance 2 is, and I believe these are called Grims, unless they have a different name in Resistance Fall of Man. The thing about Grims in Resistance 2 is there's a shitload of them. Like, when they came at you, they came at you. There was a fucking shitload of Grims, and when you interrupted the Grims, like, that's it. Like, they're all after you. And I remember seeing the first trailer for Resistance 2, and I fucking loved it because of how they introduced the Grims. Like, they showed, they showed America, and it was, like, completely abandoned. And they showed, like, an alleyway, and there was, like, Grims running down the street just screaming. Like, oh, that, like, sent chills down my spine. I thought that was so cool. And Henry Stillman, the radio guy, was talking over it, like, we've been dealing with a force we've never seen before. It's the Chimera. Chimera, man, you can't handle him. Can't handle him. Ugh, bitch. Oh. Fuck you in your fucking face. Where am I going next? Here. We only have one ammo. So you know, I gotta use the arc charger. Let's get some arc charger in here. Oh, here we go. I've actually got soldiers here. Of course, the Angel's communicating with us. I believe I just killed those soldiers. Arc charge, you gotta be careful with it, man. It ends up getting used up very quickly. I want to use something a little more strategic here. Yeah, I got grenades. Oh, but I also got a shitload of them. Okay. Reload, reload! Gotta reload quick. There we go. We already ready to confront the Angel? Oh, we are.
I'd almost given up hope of him surviving when I saw Hale coming up in the lift. I could tell from his face that he had found the Angel. There was no point in asking. If he was alive, then the Angel was dead. Hale was starting to show more effects of the conversion process. His movements had the unnatural quickness of the hybrids. Judging from the bullet holes in his uniform, he had acquired their healing capabilities as well. We had tracked the Chimera leaving Northern Command to a gorge in Somerset. Cartwright led a squad of soldiers after them. It had been 2 hours since he had reported in. Hale volunteered to go after them. I expected he would locate Cartwright. There was no way I could have imagined what else he would discover in that gorge.
See, people, we're turning. We are turning. Now, it is kind of like a little disappointing. Like, there was no, like, grand angel fight or anything. It was just a cutscene where he just straight up killed it. But I guess that would imply that the angels are actually technically, like, very weak Chimera. Like, they're actually not that strong at all. And that's pretty much all they are. Is they're they are telepathic and they control smaller Chimera fleets. Water, 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 water. Oh, we're going to get a new weapon in a second, aren't we? I'm pretty sure we are. Forgot the name of it, but we'll see in a second. It's like right here. Yeah, it's right there. Ah, the Hailstorm. Okay, now I remember. I remember because now it's there, and now I can see it. Shh. These Chimera don't know we're here. The fuck is that? A sheep? Look out. There may be sheep. The Hailstorm's pretty nice. I never found myself using it too often. I think that's mostly because there's never any ammo for it. And it gets depleted pretty quickly, as you can clearly see. Another great Insomniac weapon, though. And there's one thing that always bothered me about Insomniac games. It's that there's so many elements to their games that I often don't find myself utilizing every one of them, and then it bums me out when I realize, like, oh, wait, there's this gun I could have used. Or oh, there's this gun that I haven't really been paying much attention to, or, you know, oh, this one's really fun. How come I didn't use this more often? And that legitimately bums me out. That I can't do that. And I was just like, what, you want to talk? Say that then. Say that then. Ooh, they don't see me. They don't see... Oh, they see me. Am I adapting the goddamn Chimera's perfect hearing, too? I don't certainly think I'm getting any of that. Oh, those cars blew up. Why do I keep thinking something's gonna show up behind me? Oh, my nose is itching. I'm gonna scratch it and then touch my controller, as usual. I thought these were one-hit deaths. Would ya die? Okay, now I'm having some issues. Because I'm trying to play the game all fun. I'm really having issues. Okay, I really don't want to die. Oh, that's what I'm not using. Why did I not think of this, people? Why didn't you tell me? God, guys. I thought you had my back. Guess I was wrong. What a friend you are. Dick. Bitch. Asshole. Yeah, I'll come at you. I'll come at you like that. Oh, these fucking guys. Oh, well, I guess you're just fine. Yeah, this was the best way I liked handling these guys. As long as you don't miss. I don't know why either. Just because it's fun to like line up the shot. And then not die. But of course, I'm trying to have way too much fun with the weapons, and now I am getting close to dying each time. Could you seriously not do what you're doing over here? You too. Which way am I supposed to go? That way or this way? I assume this way if there's all this Chimera in here. Yeah, we've got some Reapers. Let's use the Reapers. Oh, another cutscene.
Come on, we gotta move.
Give it a moment.
Cartwright was the best soldier in my command. Nothing got past him. He must have known Hale was infected when they first met in Nottingham. Fortunately, Cartwright never cared too much about the small stuff.
I always wondered why he actually never ended up shooting him or killing him or anything. It's like, why don't you do it? You know he's turning. But it's not like a zombie situation, you know. Now, people, you might be thinking, wow, we're in a car, things are about to get crazy. They are, but they're going to get crazy in Part 8. So I'll see you in that one.